You know, the Pokédex isn't as smart of a device as I thought it was if it can be fooled by some dirt and some dust on some Pokemon. Come on now. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 4 of the Pocket Monsters anime titled Let's Go to the Galar Region. An encounter with Scorbunny just dropped, and Ash is finally going to the Galar region in this series. He's going there to investigate Dynamaxing, but he's gonna have an encounter with the mischievous Scorbunny who steals his backpack. Will he get it back? Well, let's find out. The episode begins with a small recap of the first 3 episodes before we start with Go and Ash just waking up. Go's tired and he's brushing his teeth, but Ash has a lot of energy because he's brushing his teeth by just moving his head all over the place. Eventually he gets dizzy because of it. They then go to eat breakfast before Go tells Ash let's go to the research lab. But before that, there's a funny bit with Mr. Mime where he pretends to make breakfast and hands Go imaginary milk. And Go's so busy looking at his phone that he just reaches for this imaginary milk because he isn't paying much attention. That was great. The reason Go wanted to go to the lab so bad is because he got data on his phone about Pokemon becoming giant, aka Dynamaxing. The professor explains to him that it's a phenomenon in the Galar region, and he allows them to go to Galar to research it for themselves. It's kind of crazy to think about, but this is the longest that Ash has ever been in a series without going to the new region. Think about it, this is 4 episodes in and we're finally going to Galar. Also, I didn't mention, but the intro updated with a small bit showing both Zamazenta and Zacian, so I think we can expect them to go to Galar a little bit more often. Anyways, they go to Galar on a plane and end up in the Winden train station, but they can't go to the wild area yet because the next train is in a couple hours. So instead, Ash says he wants to go eat, so they find a shop selling scones and start eating that. As they're eating it though, a rock flies by and goes into a trash can. Pikachu goes to check it out and then another pebble comes flying by. But as this is happening, we see 3 Nickits stealing Ash's backpack while a Scorbunny distracts Ash and Go. They begin chasing the Pokemon to get Ash's backpack back because he has his ticket for the wild area train in the backpack. The chase isn't too long, but we do see that during the chase, the Scorbunny is pretty clever. It hits a bell on a bike with a rock to make it sound like the Nickit are going a different direction. They even come to impasse during the chase, so Ash and Go decide to split up. Go finds footsteps on his side while Ash gets to a dead end on his side, but Ash gets a call while he's on a dead end because Go has found where they're at. And as Ash comes to where Go is, Go has to tell him to be quiet because they're just watching the Pokemon from a distance. They identify the Nickit from their Pokedex, but for some reason the Pokedex can't identify the dirty Scorbunny, so our heroes think it might be a brand new species of Pokemon. Scorbunny takes out the scones from Ash's backpack and splits it up with the Nickits, but even after it eats them, the Nickits are still hungry, so the Scorbunny shares its scone with them. But just then, Ash makes too much noise and draws their attention, so while the Nickits run, Scorbunny kicks Ash's backpack in the air and then proceeds to fight Pikachu. It's a short but nice little fight where originally looks like it might have the advantage over Pikachu, but Ash's fighting experience shows through and he's able to beat the Scorbunny using Electro Web. Ash then gets his backpack back when we hear a shopkeeper who cornered the Nickit who have stolen some more food, and before the Nickit can get caught, the Scorbunny jumps in front of the shopkeeper and the shopkeeper yells at it for causing more trouble. But from behind comes Go who says, "Oh, it's my Pokemon, I'm sorry." And then we cut to the Nickit and Scorbunny eating, and the shopkeeper tells Go that he didn't have to lie. That's so refreshing to see. Usually they make local people look like idiots in anime, so I'm so glad they didn't do that because of course they know that that's not anyone's Pokemon. He's been causing trouble for a while. You don't have to lie. Anyways, the shopkeeper tells Ash and Go that the Pokemon they were chasing was a Scorbunny, and that the reason the Pokedex probably didn't catch it is because he's so dirty, he has dirt and stuff in it, most likely to blend in with the Nickits, because basically the Nickits have always been around these parts causing trouble, but they were hungry all the time, and then the Scorbunny came to them, and eventually became their de facto leader and helped feed them. So that's kind of similar to Ash's Bulbasaur in a bit. After learning his story, Go tells the Scorbunny that they're only this way because they've resigned themselves to this life. He basically tells them there's so much more they can explore since the world is so big, and since the Pokedex says that its feet are seen as good luck, he can kick any problems away. There's a bit of playing around here as the Scorbunny kicks Ash and Pikachu chases it around, before Ash and Go have to go catch their train and start running towards it. As they're leaving, it looks like Scorbunny's inspired by Go's word, but chooses not to follow him to take care of the Nickit, but it seems like the Nickit see that, and as a group they take it together and throw it into the train in the train station. And they show the Scorbunny that they can survive themselves by kicking a can around into a trash can like Scorbunny can, and working together. Scorbunny tears up seeing this, and they wish it luck and it waves him goodbye. And the episode ends with our heroes heading to the wild area, telling Professor Sakuragi about the story of the Scorbunny, and the Scorbunny is in another train wiping the dirt off, ready to adventure. This was a much better episode than the last one. The animation actually looked, nice. And you know how you can tell? Well, the eye test number one, but look at the difference between this Electroweb from episode 3 and this Electroweb from this episode. So much better looking. It is interesting that if we're to believe the promotional art and Go is gonna get the Scorbunny, how much they're focusing on him versus Ash. So far, Ash hasn't gotten a new Pokemon at all, which I believe is the longest he's gone to a new region without getting a Pokemon, or a new series I should say. I'm sure he eventually will, but we might have to wait a while before Ash gets a Galar Pokemon. All this to say that this episode felt like one of those episodes that happens before Ash gets a new Pokemon, except this time it went to Go, and I find that really interesting to me, and it has me questioning, are they trying to slowly transition away from Ash? I wonder. I'm a bit disappointed though that we came to Galar Region and we didn't get to see much of it at all. The entire episode took place near a train station and some alleyways, so there's no interesting visuals anywhere. Like, I was hoping to get some really nice shots of Galar or Winded, especially for the new region. I know that Ash is going to Hoenn soon, so maybe they're saving his Galar stuff for later once he goes to Galar for longer, but man, I was really hoping to get to see Galar more. There isn't much to say about this episode otherwise though. It's a solid enough episode that'll eventually lead to Go getting a Scorbunny, but I was hoping that this episode would show off Galar just a bit more, and it didn't. Maybe next episode when Ash and Go to the wild area, we'll see more Galar, hopefully. Speaking of the next episode, since our heroes are heading to the wild area, I hope we get to see some nice cinematic shots of the wild area. In the game, it's a bit flat, but the anime has a chance to make it look awesome. I really hope that they take that opportunity. Not only that, but since we're going to see Gigantamax Snorlax, I hope we get to see some sort of raid battle too. But anyways, that's it for my review of the 4th episode of the Pocket Monsters anime. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think of this episode. You can also follow me on Twitter at TheRealPDGaming, and that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.